What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Tony's Picks Look Ahead show here on Tony'sPicks.com here. 1 second. Sorry, guys. Great start to the show. Welcome to the Tony's Picks Look Ahead show. We're going to break down January 30th action here for Friday, almost near the end of January, first month of 2026, looking really close to finished here. Rough, I don't know. I mean, we went 1-0 today, but a lot of the free picks I gave out, Sixers game comes to mind. I told you guys to lay that. Ugly. I don't know. The one game I put in today was Central Connecticut. Just losers of 3 straight going into that one, taking on a Wagner team who was, 1-6. Their last 7 heading into that one. Yeah, I just like the spot. So we got a big cash. I unloaded the clip on that. I don't recommend doing that. Bet more than I normally do on that game. It went through today. I was sweating the whole game. Wagner got out to a lead early. Central Connecticut got it done for us. Shout out to those Blue Devils. But tomorrow we'll probably have a couple more plays, more than just one. We're going to start off with college basketball, get into some NBA, and then finish off with some hockey. We just got one hockey game tomorrow. But Friday's episode or tomorrow's episode, all the fight picks, I'll discuss the boxing match again as well. Looking to keep the ball rolling. I think we're up the last 7 days of about $500 or 5 units. It's, rough start of the month, and then it's been picked up here the last week or so. So just trying to keep it going. Thank you guys for tuning in. Before we get into this action here, like and subscribe. Click the link in the description as well. It takes you right on over to Tony'sPicks.com where our best bets are. Let's get started here. We got Princeton and Cornell here. Little college basketball action. Boy, oh boy. Let me see here. January 30th. We got Princeton and Cornell. When I look here, minus 5.5, what Cornell's having to lay. Total 161.5. This one, Princeton runs that, backdoor court cut style offense still. Slow half-court game. You're talking 321st in the nation in pace compared to Cornell being a top 15 team in the nation in pace. 3-point shooting is top 5 in the country, number 1 in the country in 3-point field goal attempts per game. True shooting, everything pointing to Cornell offensively. Winners of 2 straight. Princeton 0-8 on the road this year. Last year's game was a 102-70 blowout last meeting between these two teams for Cornell. Cornell blew them out. Minus 5.5. I think it's right. I got no problem laying it here with Cornell. Staying away from the total because I can see this one being a blowout. I think Cornell can run them out the gym, force Princeton to play fast, turn them over, a lot of fast break points and transition threes. Give me Cornell here, minus the 5.5. If you guys want to get greedy, extendo this bad boy up to minus 12, minus 10, double-digit win here for Cornell. All right, we got Providence and Villanova. Villanova here, having a hard time finding these. There you go. Villanova minus the 8.5, total 156.5. Just glancing at this thing, feels a little bit like too many points. I think Providence can keep this within 2 possessions. Again, a top 15 team in a top 15 team in free throw percentage is Providence here. You look, Villanova 220th in the nation in free throws. Rebounding advantage also to Providence. I mean, they're no slouch themselves, scoring almost 90 points per game. A top 25 pace team compared to Villanova, 343rd in the nation in pace. Don't get me wrong, Providence loses a 3 straight. We did back them there the other night versus UConn. Got a boatload of points here. Obviously, they're not getting 16.5 like last time, but 8.5 feels like a little too much still for Villanova to lay. Love the total to go over. Providence and over has been the move this year. Again, team scoring almost 90 points per game. They will play fast. They will jack shots up. Will it always go in? No, but just the fast style of play. These totals seem to go over. I think 156.5 is a little light. I think both teams could get into the 80s, and I like the plus 8.5 here with Providence in this one. All right, we got the in-state rivalry game, a little top 10 matchup here. Number 3, Michigan taking on number 7, Michigan State. I'm saying Michigan as the 1.5-point favorite, total 146.5. No way will I be touching the total, but I absolutely agree with this line. I'd argue you could even lay a little bit more with Michigan. No doubt about it, the way deeper team. I think it's Caleb Fears. It's Jeremy Fears. And then I'm having to really look around because I'm not the biggest believer in a Kohler, Carr. I don't know. Projection-wise, what I see those guys doing in the NBA level is not what I see this Michigan team as far as like a Morez Johnson, Yaxel Lendenberg. Even this backcourt Michigan has is, star-studded. 4 or 5 guys deep in this Michigan backcourt. A very deep team. Again, 90 points per game out of Michigan as well. Plays at a way faster pace. I want to take these teams that are comfortable playing fast because anybody can slow it down, play slow in the half-court setting. You look turnover-wise, Michigan State does have the turnover edge. This might be the one thing that is on their side. Try to slow them down in half-court, create some turnovers. I think Michigan's good enough to at least not do that. I don't know. I like Michigan a lot here. I'm on the Wolverines big, minus the 1.5, minus 120 on the money line. Whatever you guys like, I'm on those Wolverines here in this one. We got Dayton and St. Louis. Feels to me like a little too many points. Dayton, to me, one of the better teams in this conference. I get they're not, what St. Louis has done this year, 20-1, number 21 in the country. Just got done winning their basically took a buzzer beater there out of the big guy, Robbie Avila. Did not cover last time versus George Washington. Back at home again. I can't see them blowing out Dayton either, if I'm being honest. Feel like we're catching too many points, like fading St. Louis right now. Until this line starts getting knocked down towards -4, -3, then I can back St. Louis here. But Dayton, they've had some impressive wins this season. The first one that stuck out to me was the FSU blowout. That was earlier, back in December. I don't know. A deep enough team to me. They beat George Washington as well. Duquesne, Loyola Chicago. That's just off rip. Some common opponents already played. I think Dayton can keep this one close here, plus the 11.5 in this one. I'll talk one more college game, and then we'll get here into the NBA. We got UNLV and Nevada. Let me find the line on this one. I believe Nevada's laying 7.5. It's about right. Would have liked it a touch lower, 5.5, 4.5, but I think still Nevada's the right side here. Hard trusting UNLV consistently. We know how I feel about them there. Told you guys to step in front of them with New Mexico last time out. Laid an egg. In-state rivalry game. I'll argue, Nevada has the better talent actually on their squad this year. The UNLV program in shambles, not looking to back them at all. Yes, you're getting 7.5 points, but again, I'm on the Nevada Wolfpack here. Got no problem laying it. Total at 147.5, about right where it should be. I see this being 78, 70. You're talking, 81 to 72, that type of score. Nevada Wolfpack here, get it done. And if you want the over, go for it. All right, let me check the chat here, and then we'll get into some other some NBA action. We got DeAndre in here showing some love. What's up, DeAndre? Check him out on Night Moves here in the next couple hours with Ramon. We got Sonny here. Bro, I bet 3-3-teamers today, lost all 3, 2-7. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Hurts to see, but it is what it is. We're going to get it back tomorrow, Sonny. Don't worry about it. Vegas Al, my boy, thanks for doing the show. Generally helps me look at the games, different with your breakdowns. Yes, guys, bear with me again. Still, the voice is not 100%. To me, yes, Cornell lay it. I'm not going to overthink that. Princeton has just been a thorn in my side this year. Every time I tried to step in front of them because they're trash, they wind up doing something better than they're supposed to. I don't think they do that tomorrow versus Cornell. Lay it with the Big Red. All right, NBA action. Wizards here on a back-to-back. The only concern when it comes to this play, and they played well tonight. I will admit they got a ton of help from the refs. If you watch that Bucks and Wizards game tonight, it was one team was allowed to play tackle football, and the other team, if they just breathed on the Wizards here, it was a foul. I agree with Doc Rivers. He was clearly pissed off during the game with the refs. Multiple, I'd say in double digits as far as Miles Turner, Kyle Kuzma, Bobby Portis, those guys going to the rim strong, getting fouled, no call. Wizards go down on a fast break and score right off of it. The game actually got super close there in the last couple minutes. It was a legit rig fest. Only thing that worries me, I wanted to back the Wizards plus the 8.5. I was hoping to get a little bit more, but 8.5, still enough. Lakers get everybody's best shot, and I still do like this young core for the Wizards. They played well tonight. Trey Johnson did get hurt in the game, though, rolled his ankle. Doubt he'll play tomorrow. I just think they'll sit him, rest his ankle up, make sure he's 100%. But we did see an emergence of Will Riley, a guy I've been wanting to kind of step up and take a little bit bigger role on this Wizards team. Of course, Alex Sard, a big 7-footer, so versatile, a great young player. Wizards might have found themselves a nice gem here. Obviously, he was picked high in the draft, but still a very nice young piece to build around for this Wizards squad. Koulibaly made tons of fast break dunks tonight. Yeah, I think they're young enough to get their legs back under them here for this doubleheader or back-to-back spot versus the Lakers. Don't want to lay anything with them on the road. I think this is a classic Lakers win, and it's a stressful game. The total here, let me get the total because I think this is an over-type game as well. 230.5, I take the over. Yeah, I think you're looking at a 124-120 LA Laker win, way over this total. Fast pace here in this one. We got Raptors and Magic. Magic here laying the 1.5. I've been telling you guys stay away from these Orlando Magic. I'll just stick with that sentiment, man. I got to go with the Raptors here plus the 1.5. When you look, played very competitive versus the Knicks, and then towards the end just absolutely blew it. Both of these teams I'm not high on when it comes to Magic and Raptors. But I don't know. I'd argue the core four there of Brandon Ingram, Scotty Barnes, R.J. Barrett, and Emmanuel Quickley is better than anything the Magic has to offer outside of maybe a Desmond Bane. Not in love with Ben Carroll. Not in love with the Wagner brothers. I see the Raptors getting this done. It is a far travel spot. I think that's why the Magic are favored minus the 1.5. But I got to go with, like I said, that core four and the supporting cast for the Raptors isn't that bad as well. Give me Toronto here plus the 1.5 to get this one done, or, of course, on the money line. All right, skipping a couple games here. We got Cavaliers and Suns. Cavs laying 4.5 on the road, total 223.5. We know how much the Suns have been an ATS monster this year. This is a back-to-back. No, it's not a back-to-back. They won the other night there versus the Nets. Did not cover, though. But now you're catching points. Cleveland with a far travel spot. Darius Garland and Evan Mobley both outs. Max Strus as well. And then Devin Booker, Jalen Green on the Suns side. Still think the Suns play competitive here at home. Again, ATS monster this year is the Suns team. Not in love with not having Mobley and Garland for the Cavs. I do like Jarrett Allen double-double. Props. I don't know. I said I like the Suns, right? I meant to say I like the Cavs, guys. I hate to flip on you guys like that. I didn't mean to say that. You got to go better team. You got to go better team. I get Suns have been an ATS monster, but even without Mobley and Garland, I think Cavs can get this done. Again, I hate that I did that. Started off talking about this. My bad, guys. I'm still sick. Like I said, I'm running through this. Cavs did win the last meeting here on December 31st, 129-113. Jarrett Allen, double-double prop. Like I said, Jalen Tyson as well has been another player, the 6'6" forward guard combo. Excuse me. That 6'6" forward guard combo, Jalen Tyson, is another prop guy I'll be looking at. Again, Cavs in this one. Cavs. I said Suns. My bad. I was just trying to talk about how they've been a good ATS team, but Cavs it is in this one. Go against that. We got Clippers and Nuggets. Clippers here minus the 5.5 on the road here in Denver. Look at the injury report in this one. Kawhi, Bojan Bogdanovic, Derek Jones, all on the injury report for the Clippers. But we still have Aaron Gordon, Christian Braun, obviously Jokic, Cam Johnson, and Tamar Bates here, all on the injury report for the Nuggets. I am still seeing Jamal Murray supposed to play. Obviously, Peyton Watson has stepped up. Hunter Tyson, Zeke Naji, these type of guys that have come up this year. I've just sound like a broken record at this point talking about the Nuggets. Getting 5.5 points at home, I like it. We have a low total here at 210.5. To me, yeah, I got to take a shot here with the Denver Nuggets plus the 5.5. A possible money line situation as well here with those Denver Nuggets. All right, one more NBA game, and then I'll talk to the chat a little bit. We're actually almost done. A very quick show tonight as well. Much needed. Let this voice rest. We got, if I'm not wrong, the Lakers game opened up at 233.5. Well, that means people are hammering the under. I don't know. I like the over. Sorry. Fast pace. Wizards on a back-to-back. I don't expect them to play too much defense. Apparently, Reeves may be back. So check out on that. Austin Reeves may be back. Him and Luka together with LeBron. Obviously, LeBron has been playing as great as normal, but I could get on and over there, Fernando. Good to see Fernando. Mendoza. We got Mendoza in the chat here. Hold up. Pistons and Warriors. That's what I was talking about. All right, Pistons and Warriors final game we'll talk about. Warriors, the 1.5 point favorite. When you look here. 1 second, bro. It's not showing me. Give me a second, guys. Yeah, that's what I thought. That the Suns were on the back-to-back. That's what I'm trying to say because they played Detroit tonight. Detroit just lost to the Suns tonight. Back-to-back spot here for the for them to play the Warriors. I guess that's why they're 1.5 point favorites. You guys know how I feel about the Pistons. I might have not liked them in the beginning of the year, but as of late, a very deep team that I don't want to step in front of. I get there on the road against the Warriors. We're going to try to step up here. It's a buy low price with the Warriors, though. I don't. This is tough. This is tough, this game. Because I could argue it's a buy low price, but I could also argue they should be +4 still. The same line that the Pistons had versus the Suns, I think they should have the same line again tonight. Obviously, the Pistons didn't cover, but you're talking a deeper team. Was it 11 players that said over 17 minutes? No Karis LeVert, which is a big piece, but I think a lot of depth on the Pistons side. It's tough for me to choose a side in this one. What do you call it? Points per game wise. Guys, I hate to do this to you. Pick wise, 224.5. Oh, my God. All right, I'll give you Steph Curry over threes. I don't want to touch a side or total in this game, just being honest. I'll give you Steph Curry over his threes, which the dude's averaging like 12.5 attempts in his last like 10 games, just jacking these things up like crazy. And then I'll take Cade Cunningham over his points, rebounds, and assists. We tried to go under tonight. Let me see if that cashed. Let me check my book. I put a small little bet on that. 1 second. Right. What he went 26, 7, and 3. You know what's funny? We got under 37.5. We cashed it. We cashed under 37.5 by literally a half point. We'll take it. Cade Cunningham's going over versus the Warriors, though. Put it that way. Yeah. So I like those two props in that game. 1 second. Exactly, man. We got the Heisman winner in our chat. Like, come on. It's insane. I'm starstruck. That's why I'm struggling to get through these games, man. How do you think you'll do, Fernando, with those Raiders? A lot of expectations, man. Is Cam Ward the bottom line? You got to meet what he win 2 games or 3 games this year. I think that's all he has to do, and everybody will get off his ass. Raiders are a dumpster fire around him. It's one of those things. You want to get the rookie quarterback, the guy that you like, but you're going to throw him in there, line of fire, and just get absolutely smoked. I'd try to build that offensive lineup, get some receivers around him first. I don't know. Let him sit too. But a lot of teams don't like sitting their first overall pick. So there you go. Let's move on over to hockey. We got Blue Jackets and Blackhawks. Blue Jackets cashed us out the other night there versus the Flyers. That was with Mercer Lakinis as well in goal. We are expecting Jet Greaves back in goal, who I think is the better option. The numbers say so as well. Spencer Knight is expected in goal as well. You look here, 3 goals, 4 goals, 3 goals. His last 3 games, 2.58 goals allowed. Both of these guys, good numbers year long. Jet Greaves has been better as of late. Outside of that 5-goal performance that he gave up versus the Lightning, 0 goals, 3 goals, 2 goals, 0 goals, and then a 5-goal performance versus Vegas. Gosh, the only hockey game of the day. Doesn't mean we have to bet it. Early right now, I am still thinking taking these Blue Jackets here, minus the 140, just because I like Greaves in goal. And they've been playing well as of late. It's tough, though. Blackhawks losers of 4 straight. You know they're going to come in here trying to, get a bounce-back win at home. I just like the Blue Jackets, the way they're playing. They're winners of 3 straight. Don't overthink it. Take the minus 140 with the Blue Jackets if you don't want the juice. I don't know what to tell you because I don't want to go puck line. I think this is a 3-2, 4-3. Total 6.5. I don't like the total either. I just simply like the Blue Jackets minus 140. Yeah, maybe you go in regulation if you really wanted to, but this one may take overtime. Close, tight game that I'll be sweating. More than likely not betting. Had to give you guys a side. I'm on the Blue Jackets. We got final tennis, or the final game I'll talk about. Jesus. I'll talk about some tennis here. Novak Djokovic, Jannik Sinner. This one's going to be taking place in a couple hours. Midnight, 1 a.m. over here in Vegas. You look 6-4 are the head-to-head is the head-to-head record for Jannik Sinner versus Novak Djokovic. I think he's won 5 straight versus Djokovic. Djokovic's last win versus Sinner was back in 2023. Djokovic got a gift having Musetti there retire. He was up, too. Up, probably going to finish out the game and win. I told you guys to take Musetti live. And then right as soon as I saw that line switch over to Djokovic being a fat dog, it was a perfect arbitrage situation there. You would have had like plus 200 on one side, plus 240 on the other side. Can't lose. Walk out there with your free trip to Benihana. Don't know if we would do something like this in this one, but I do like Novak Djokovic plus the 7.5 on the spread. He is like plus 600 on the money line, plus 700 on the money line versus Sinner. Of course, I'm going to always recommend a little sprinkle on that. But Sinner's just, I don't like stepping in front of him. He's always minus 1,000 for a reason. Let me see how Alcaraz is doing here. Alcaraz and Zverev were going tonight. Let me double check the score on that. It's a tight one. Right now, Alcaraz won the first set. The second set's 5-5. It's just going to keep being Alcaraz and Sinner, Alcaraz and Sinner, Alcaraz and Sinner, and all of these final major tennis tournaments. Eventually, the dog's going to eventually bark. Is it going to be Zverev that does it, or is it going to be Novak Djokovic? I would live bet on Zverev. Yeah. Big 6'5", 6'6", German guy with a gigantic serve. Alcaraz, obviously, the complete package. He can serve. He can play the volley game, the drop shot game. That's what makes it difficult. But live bet on Zverev, just because of how close this match is, I'll take a shot. And then, because I know it's plus money too. Let me find an actual line plus money live bet situation here. But I already said in this one, oh, wow. Live bet, he's plus 1,100. I don't get that. I get Alcaraz won the first set, but Alcaraz is up 40-15, about to go. I don't know. Leave that alone. I wanted Zverev, but it's starting to. They're not going to give you plus 1,100 for anything here. So there's that. Back to the Djokovic Center. Then I'll get out of here. Djokovic plus 7.5 at least keeps it close. Center has to work for it. Probably looking at Alcaraz and Center once again in the final. All right. Kel Dog's on the Joker. Why not? Let's go. Get on the dog with me there. I agree. At least on the plus 7.5. Got to. What's the total actually as well? Because I could definitely see that one going 5. 31.5 at minus 120 for the over. Yeah, give me the over 31.5 games played as well. So love the Joker there as well, Kel Dog. Good to see her in the chat. Good to see everybody in the chat tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in. That is the Tony's Picks Look Ahead show. So make sure to tune in here to the night moves we have again in a couple hours. DeAndre and Ramon on the night move show. I believe that's midnight. It's a couple hours after this one. You should see it up on the channel already posted. And then the morning show tomorrow as well. All the other shows. We got the Daily Dangle, the Happy Hour. Check out all the other videos as well. I think Chris's hit list. I think Ninos and Ninos on the morning show. I'm trying to think anybody else. There's been some guys popping videos up on the channel. So, again, check out that. Show all the love. And, again, click the link in the description. Takes you right to Tony'sPicks.com where our best bets are for tomorrow, January 30th. Let's make it a winning day. Best of luck to everybody. And you guys have a wonderful night. Peace.